We judge people by their looks too often. What if this guy is a world-famous artist that has exhibitions all over the world? What if he shares some astonishing similarities with the legendary painter Vincent van Gogh? Or would you rather believe that he was unemployed all of his life, never left his hometown, lived in a house with rats and was feared by numerous people? Either way, you are right. Miroslav Tichy was all that. He was both an educated genius and a stubborn rebel who did not care about his looks, and from time to time he looked more scary. It didn't help that he took his odd self-constructed camera with him and took pictures of women all the time. Often he would hide behind the fence of a public bath. He often considered women as art objects. In his early days, he made sketches or paintings of women. Later, he photographed them casually on the streets. Miroslav Tichy has only once had a relationship with a woman, when he was about 20 years old and she approximately 2 years younger. But her father did not approve the relationship and they moved to another city. This incident has traumatically crushed him and he would never have a relationship with a woman afterwards. Tichy lived with his parents on a small disability pension. He was tolerated by the townspeople but has some issues with the military regime. On a usual day, he took about 90 pictures before returning to his disordered home to develop and print them. Many of his works have been destroyed by him. On cold days, he used them to fire his oven. Other works were lying on the floor while getting dirty and damaged. Tichy had always said that this damage is part of the art. Miroslav created his pictures for his own viewing pleasure, not for sale or exhibition. Roman Buxbaum, an old childhood friend of Tichy, began an effort to collect and preserve the artist's deteriorating photographs over a span of more than 2 decades, presenting the works to the public. In 2005, Tichy won the New Discovery Award and his images were shown in exhibitions in Zurich and Paris and soon all across the globe. But all the fame and money he got in his late years was of no interest to him. Tichy said that Buxbaum stole his pictures and the camera as they haven't had any agreement at all. Miroslav Tichy died at age 84 in April 2011.
Alright, so what lessons can we learn from this strange man? It's obvious. Embrace imperfection. Perfect can be boring, blurry and out of focus on the other hand, with a bit of mystery and fantasy can make an interesting image. And secondly, we don't have to follow every trend that's out there. We just have to express ourselves and there is no need to please others. And also Miroslav Tichy encourages us to use some simple gear. He made a crappy camera out of nothing, out of a card box and stuff like that. But we don't have to go this far, obviously, but we can use simple tools. I mean, simple cameras, and there is no need for the latest and greatest gear out there. Just take a crappy camera or a simple camera with you and experiment with it. And I also would say shoot film as long as it is possible to shoot film. It'll make an image more unique, especially when you get a lot of grain and some unintended results. And in short, be different. Maybe in about 50 years into the future, we will be able to worship more and more the art of Miroslav Tichy. just like we did with the painter Vincent van Gogh. The artworks are so very unique and can hardly be reproduced. And you know, it really blows my mind that Vincent van Gogh and Miroslav Tichy, they share some astonishing similarities. They both struggled immensely with mental health issues, and they also dealt with almost no recognition during their lifetime. And they received both a resurgence in popularity after their death. As we now know more about Miroslav Tichy, we can hopefully appreciate more of his uniqueness and consider that flaws are part of the poetry. After all, a good image contains a bit of mystery, abstraction, and emotion. And what do you think about Miroslav Tichy? Please let me know in the comments below. I would really like to know. To me personally, I think it's very interesting to see somebody going a totally different direction, having a different approach, does whatever he wants to do, uses a crappy camera, doesn't give a damn about what other people think. And I think in this way, he would be a good role model. Of course, his subjects, yeah, we can debate if it's good to shoot women on the streets or not, but I think for his mindset, he has a point, man. We gotta be different and not looking for the perfect shot, just look for images that have character and emotion. And if you like this episode, please press the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel for more content that will follow soon. This was episode number 14, 1000 to go, and I see you soon.